You guys better brace yourselves because this character, he's really strong. Sup my lovely bushes, Globku here with an Inasa breakdown. This guy probably has the best neutral in the game so far, and it's all because of his tornado. You can just hide behind the thing and approach your enemy, and look at it, it's huge. He can also fly, which is good in some situations like dodging enemy attacks or preventing ring outs. But let's start by talking about his moveset. Normal attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's pause on that third attack. Look at that damage. You want this thing in your combo, and it sets up your opponent nicely for a follow-up. Yellow attack on the ground. It is one of the best wall splat abilities, plus it looks cool as hell. I mean, this thing shoots opponents across the stage. It really is one of the best wall splat abilities. The yellow attack in the air is a great combo finisher, as it forces the opponent back down to the ground. And the red attack is very, very unusual because it puts Inasa in the air, which means you won't really get a full combo out of this, but it can still deal a lot of damage just by being in the air. Also, this red attack has some really good range, and because of that initial backstep, it can actually punish an opponent that is dashing in. Moving on to his special attacks, first up we have Squall, which is mostly used in combos. It's this horizontal tornado that just pushes the enemy away. If you can trap the enemy between the tornado and a wall, you can really deal a lot of damage, but again, it's mostly used in combos. The second special, Gale, is something that pulls the enemy in, and after you pull them in, you can actually go into a full combo from this. But you cannot put this ability in the middle of a combo unless you do it right after a dash cancel, for instance. Otherwise, the ability won't come out. Squall will be the ability coming out instead. This is also very, very good for punishing opponents when they whiff an attack from long range, because you can just pull them in and go into a full combo from there, and that's an amazing, amazing punish. Wind Blast is the next special we're going to talk about. This one is different depending on whether you do it on the ground or in the air. The grounded version is what I call the Trapnado, because it acts like a trap and then it turns into a tornado. So I think that was actually pretty self-explanatory. You can spam these things. You can just place them all around the stage. If the enemy is moving around, you can just keep throwing them out there. And then we have the aerial version, which I call the Destructo Disc, because let's be honest, that's what it looks like. But it acts like a boomerang. So imagine the Destructo Disc traveling in a boomerang-like motion, and it will pull the enemy towards you, which will allow you to go into a full combo afterwards. And the last special that Inasa has is this big tornado. It has so much priority. I mean, look at all these abilities just disappearing in the middle of the tornado. Some will neutralize it, having the same priority as the tornado, but most projectiles actually lose to the tornado while it is completely unaffected. This is what makes Inasa so good in neutral. He needs no help from assists in approaching the enemy. All he needs to do is hide inside the tornado. It does have a bit of activation time, but once you pull it off, you've successfully gained control of the stage. You now have the upper hand. You control how you approach your enemy or how he tries to approach you. And as you incorporate all of these special moves into your combos, you'll notice that if your enemies call their assists to interrupt your combos, most of them will actually get caught in the wind. Because these tornadoes and hurricanes, they cover such a large area that opponents have to be really, really careful on when they call their assists to interrupt your combo. And that is another one of Inasa's greatest strengths. As far as supers go, nothing special. This is his level 1, which looks really cool. And this is his level 2, which honestly, they could have just cut down on the animation of the punch. It would still look epic, and it wouldn't be as long as this. It drags on for a while, but that is a problem that is common to every single character in One's Justice. But yeah, those are his supers, and they are supers. They deal a lot of damage. That's all there is to them. Let's talk about combos. Combos are really, really crazy. Inasa can do a lot before even dash canceling, but his combos have some restrictions that you'll need to keep in mind. So first things first, practice this BNB. It's really good, it deals great damage, you can use it in any situation. But you need to know about Inasa's restrictions, which are the following. You can only use one big tornado per combo, whether it be the one in the air or the ground, you can only use one. And you can only use one Destructo Disc per combo. If you use more than one, the enemy will go into an armored state where they will automatically fall out of your combo. So let's say you caught your opponent in the big tornado, and that's how you started your combo. You will have to remove the big tornado from the BNB, because you cannot do it a second time. And because of all these restrictions, Inasa can't really extend combos too much, even even if he has a wall splat or an assist that helps him extend. Which brings us to your wall splat strategy. You don't want to spend too many abilities because you won't be able to repeat them after the wall splat. So if there's a wall in front of you, just go for this simple combo. And from there, you can go into your full BNB because you haven't used any of your abilities yet. So you have everything available to you and you're dealing damage to the opponent on the wall where they take increased damage. This wall splat combo is also your go-to if you want to throw a super. Just cancel the yellow attack into a level 1 or a level 2. From a red attack, you'll be in the air. So pretty much all you have to do is the second part of your BNB, the one where Inasa is already in the air. It works exactly the same. Now, you can get more technical than this and deal even more damage, but Inasa is very finicky and lag sensitive, so even I don't really try to do those more technical combos online because of the variable lag. Honestly, I would just play it safe because he already deals a ton of damage just with this combo, and it's already huge. It's a lot of hits. If you land this 2 or 3 times, you will stun your opponent for sure, allowing you to deal even more damage from there. So yeah, overall, Inasa is a very strong character, and I also think he's got a very unique playstyle. So as far as DLC content for Once Justice, I personally give him a 10 out of 10. Solid DLC, good price, and personally, very, very fun to play. And thank you for watching another character breakdown. Obviously, we had to do Inasa because the DLC character just came out, and a lot of people were curious on whether or not they should buy it. Hopefully, this video helped them with their decision, but up next, it's time for your guys' comments to decide the next breakdown. Let me know who you want to see next in those comments down below. Bonus points if you become a premium member. There's a tier on Patreon that actually helps me decide which videos are coming next. So if you want to have that extra input, become a Supreme Bush. You'll help this channel a lot and your voice will speak that much louder. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.